Okay, A Christmas Horror Story is another horror anthology. This time they're kind of loosely based around Christmas. One thing I did not like, the layout with it being 4 different stories. They're told all at the same time, but they're not all happening at the same time. You can tell they all take place like, oh, this is, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. You can tell this is, the time frame it's happening. But they don't intertwine, they don't interconnect. They just constantly overlap. I think had they just finished one story, gone to the next one, it might have been better. The William Shatner Dangerous Dan radio DJ part plays into one of them. But beyond that, he was just the standard. It was William Shatner making Christmas-related puns and drinking while being a radio host. So you have a Krampus one, which Krampus looks pretty good. They did a good job on the effects for that. So it's a family that's kind of curmudgeonly. They argue the whole time in the car, go to a relative's house, argue there, argue on the way back, get hit by Krampus. Okay. The DVD actually shows like Santa versus Krampus, and I was like, sweet. And it kind of happens. I say kind of because when you watch that whole short, you go, oh, okay. Santa Claus battles zombie elves. That one actually is probably my favorite. The way it's set out works really well. The way it transitions works really well. And the way it ends also works really well. The one about the family going to get a Christmas tree, that doesn't quite work. I mean, and again, it's a Christmas themed one. No, they went to illegally get a Christmas tree, and something happens to their son. I mean, yeah, they got a tree. That's really about all the Christmas. Like, it's not. It's just tied to the day. The one where there's a group of people who are investigative journalists who are in high school, who go to effectively a place where it's an abandoned place where they had nuns. And again, it's just, well, there's a massacre that happened on Christmas. But then it takes a bizarre, more supernatural turn to it. And that one, it works well, but with how chopped up it is, it doesn't quite work. It's like if I said I've got, I've got 4 30-minute long segments. Okay. You got to go like, 1 to 30, 31 to 60. I just, no. Instead I want to do like a 7-8 minute section of one, then 7 minutes of the other, then 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 the other. Are we going to have like good transitions? It's going to be like, and wipe, back into the other one. And it really throws off where you are in the story sequentially. I could see if they overlapped more, even if they had like the more tangential overlapping, if it would have been Danger Dan would have been doing something to cue up, this one or that one. It might have worked better. But the stories aren't bad, just the way they decide to do the stories and interlace them and overlap them, not really the best approach for something like this. It's definitely something worth watching if you like Christmas-themed horror. It just could have been executed significantly better.